What's going on, guys? I am back. It's been quite a while. I took a bit of a break, got a new job, and just had no time to record, and honestly just kind of lost the want to record and edit because editing is a lot. But I've gotten a lot done on the cars since then, and I'm going to try and keep recording now and keep everything going. But I did do a little bit of changing up the garage here. My car was actually at a friend's house for a bit, so I just got everything else back here and then rearranged it. So I just kind of walk you guys around and show you guys what I've changed and what's going on now. So yeah. So for starters, got this area over here. I got this fab table and some parts there for the car. I had this welder on one of the recent videos. I've been editing some old footage and putting that back together. I also picked up this Cornwell MIG welder to do some work with. And now I got the fab table and everything. I picked up this workbench here, so that'll be nice because now I actually have a spot where I can work besides my old little fold-up table that you guys might have seen in old videos. So got that all set up. Shelves are pretty much the same as before, just kind of organized them a bit. And then of course, here's the car. Quite a bit's changed on the car, starting on this side. I did actually get a sponsorship from Monster Service, the wide body kit company. They sent me out their wide body kit, so it's mocked up here. I still have to drill and everything. But the side pieces are mocked up on this side. Haven't had time to do the rest yet, but that is done. Toolbox over here now. That was pretty much the same as before. And then there's the differences here. A lot of things have changed. As you can see, I welded in the tubs. If you've been watching my Instagram, you've been all caught up on all this. If I don't record and post on YouTube, you guys can always check out my Instagram. It's just @TooLowTony, and I do post a lot more on that. But got the tubs welded in here. I need to body work them and everything and finish welding a couple areas, but those are welded in. I got the subframe all together with everything on it and the brakes and everything. That's bolted in. I got the chase bays brake booster delete and the chase bays Willwood master cylinder for the clutch put in there with the D4 engineering adapter plate. He's been super awesome. Steven's a great guy, but he's been helping me out with that. Fabricator at work helped me create this bash bar, and then I got the radiator support all finished up here. So the whole front end basically can be unbolted and the engine can go straight in there now, which is super nice. So that's pretty much everything on the car. I picked up this little thing from an old job, and now I can just organize a bunch of random parts and stuff in it. Got a bandsaw, which I used a lot doing the engine bay stuff, like all this plate and stuff down the side. So that was definitely super nice, and I still have to plug up a couple holes on the firewall, so it's definitely going to be nice for doing that. Let's see, that's pretty much about it. It's about everything that I've done, but of course the lighting's not great in here. I just got off work, so it is nighttime, so got everything closed. But what I did want to do in this video was my friend, I gave him my old fuel pump, the AEM 340 out of there. And of course with the LS we need a lot more fuel, so I picked up this radium dual hangar here, which is super awesome. The quality is insane on this piece. So this is the old fuel pump here, the stock one. Of course I had to pull that out when to give the AEM box to my friend, but instead of using the stock fuel pumps, we now have these, which are actually two Walbro 525 fuel pumps, basically the Hellcat fuel pump that will be going into here. So it'll have about 1,100 liters per hour, give or take a few, of fuel, which should be plenty for the LS, hopefully. So I got everything to put that together. which is what I plan on doing here. So I got that, a couple other parts I got, battery tray. I need to figure out where I want to put the battery in the trunk, because I don't know if I want to keep the trunk mat back here or if I want to get rid of it. I don't know what I want to do yet. So I'm holding off on that, but I definitely want the air ride to be able to work so I can move this thing around a little bit easier. But yes, I did get the battery tray for that. And then I got some 3/16 stainless steel hardline here to plumb the brakes in the front for the brake booster delete. And then the Chase Bays F fitting here with the ferrules and the little tube nuts for connecting it to everything, tube bender, and then this 1/4 inch stainless because I wanted to hardline the front, basically where the airline comes behind the fender here. I want to hardline it so that I don't have just a rubber thing up in there that could get messed up since I don't have fender liners. I do want to do that. And then I also got, let's see, I did get these, basically it's a 1/4 inch union, but it has nuts on each side, so you can go through a piece of metal and bolt it there, which will be super nice to go back into the car. And then I did pick up Stop Tech stainless steel braided brake lines for the front and rear, so I can finally finish up the front brakes. And then once we get the engine bay painted, that'll all work. But today's focus, like I said, is going to be the radium pump. So I'm going to throw you guys on a tripod and start to throw that together. All right, so got everything here to put the fuel pumps together. So basically, I already pulled the level sender off of the stock pump hanger when I pulled it out, and I didn't end up putting that back in or anything. So I just threw it on there just to keep it somewhere safe, but it does just kind of click in there. So with radium stuff, they don't send you any instructions. They just kind of leave it all online. So I'm going to look up the instructions here so I can follow along as I put this all together. I have a little tray here for bolts and whatnot that I'm going to pour all this out onto. And then this is the hanger I got right here. I got the second one down that takes the third one down that takes the Walbro pumps. So if you click right down here, it'll give you the installation manual and basically shows you every single thing. They're pretty good about instructions, so it's super nice. So let's see. Get the 4mm Allen wrench here, and they basically want us to pop this bracket off right here, which I will put in a spot that you guys can actually see. Piece does just stay there. I thought you had to unbolt it. So just pull that out and set it aside for now. This is super tight to right here, so I think I'm gonna have to grind down a socket to actually make it fit. It should fit now. Yep, so it fits now. So just tighten it up. Basically, we need to heat up the tubing here and then put it on the pump. Now, I was supposed to go buy a heat gun, but I did not get around to doing that yet. So if we can't get it over it, we may just pause this video until I can go grab a heat gun or bring one home from work or something, because these are kind of a pain to put on. I actually installed a radium hanger today at work, and they can be a bit of a pain. Looks like this one's not going to be super hard. A little bit of oil into a cap here, and then that'll let me kind of lubricate things up just to make it a little bit easier to install. So then kind of throw it on there. Let me grab a torch. You're supposed to use low heat, but if you're careful, you can get away with the torch here to get it warm. And then I kind of put them on the table like this, and you can kind of push them or do it sideways like this, and just kind of give it a wiggle, and it'll go all the way on. Now, don't heat these up if there's fuel on them with a torch, of course. It's not the best idea, but you can see the heat makes it super easy to slide these on, because they really are a pain to get on without heat. It actually really sucks. I guess they actually do fit on these ones without taking those completely off. Another one over it, and then where you guys can see, just kind of slide it over again. Just kind of do that little circular motion, and it'll go on pretty easily. Make sure they're fully all the way flush up against the ORB fitting. I'm going to slide this piece back on now. So it looks like these pumps kind of fit nicely underneath that. So I'm going to this one's already pretty much where it needs to be. I'm going to just rotate this one. All right, finished up my phone call. So I kind of worked a little bit while I was on the phone. I just tightened up these lower clamps here, and then Radium wants you to put these, they give you 4 of them, but really you don't need 4. So they give you these little hose clamps here to secure the pumps to the side, just like this. So I got one on loosely. They were kind of a pain to get to line back up, but I did get them on. So I'm going to tighten this one up real quick, and then we can move on to the next step. This clip will ruin your freaking life. Last time I did my last pump, it sucked. So, but this time I have a workbench, and it should be a little bit easier with a workbench and more tools than I had back then. So I'm just going to pop that little cover off now that we're ready, and this will pop right on top, or it should. Oh, there's a little plug in there. Pull that out, then it'll pop right on top. There we go. So push it all the way down, and then you want to put it on so that it's coming up. And basically this little tab right here, next to the pump right here, it's going to go on that, on top of the filter, and that's what holds it on. So just going to use a flat head and work your way around it to pop it on there. Alright, so you got both of those on now. Just to see, yeah, these are not looking like they're going to pop on there. I can't remember. Yeah, it goes this way, but that's not going to go on there, so let's loosen up some clamps, turn our pumps a little bit. Now, looks like it should actually fit over it. They're just kind of sitting on top of each other, but they should still have okay flow. There you go. And then I like to kind of tuck these back inside there, just because it kind of sucks when they're outside and you try to slide this over, or if you don't have a outside protector on it and you're trying to slide it in the tank, they can just like get caught, and it like really kind of sucks. Give ourselves as much length as possible. Cut them right there. And we'll take 2 of the zip ties that Radium gives you. And this is kind of going to be a pain here. So I'm going to pull this piece back out. Alright. Shrug them down. And these are going to go onto these 2 studs. So I'm actually going to feed one of them through the middle, right here. So if you're doing one of these, hopefully you watch the whole video first, so you can put those on and put the temp sensor in before you bolt the bracket on. One of these connectors onto this so that you can connect it here. Slide those both up in there, which these are pretty much, it's just a resistance sensor for your fuel level, so I don't think it really matters which way you put it. So it should be okay. Wires face down, and then this should just click right into there. Then you can drop your whole hangar together with all the pumps and everything inside of it. Freaking unit. And let's see, it's gonna sit like that. Pump is definitely a tight fit, that's for sure. Push it all the way down. That last little bit, everything should line up. These 2 basically just plugs, so they go right into there. And then we'll just plug in our little spade connector here, and then you can kind of just shove the extra back in there, and boom, that is the Radium fuel hanger. Then we have to wire it all up, of course, but the actual pump itself is all done. It looks freaking sick. It's beefy for sure. It's definitely got some weight to it, but everything's together now. This thing is going to be a beast for sure. But anyway, thanks for watching. Just keep watching the channel for updates. Like I said, I'm going to keep trying to record as much as I possibly can. Yeah, everything that I possibly can do, I'm just going to keep working at it and hopefully get like some of the brake line stuff done next. I still have a couple other videos to edit first that you'll see before this one, but make sure to like, subscribe, follow my Instagram at @TooLowTony if you want to keep watching as I go. But other than that, I'll see you guys later.